Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to send workshop certificates on WhatsApp using Google Sheets and Google Slides. So I am an owner of a business and I run workshop programs in my company. So here my objective is that as soon as I'm going to add the details of the attendee who have attended my workshop in my Google Sheets, automatically with the help of Google Slides, a certificate of completion should be created for the same attendee, because we have created a template with the help of Google Slides for the certificate. And with the help of Google Drive, we are going to receive a PDF file link which is going to help us to send a message to our attendee whose details we have added in our Google Sheets on their WhatsApp with the attachment of that PDF file link. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn how to do this automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to send workshop certificates on WhatsApp using Google Sheets and Google Slide. So I am an owner of a business and I run some workshops in my company. So my objective is that as soon as I'm going to add the details of any attendee who have attended my workshop in my Google Sheets, automatically with the help of these details, a certificate should be created of that same attendee who has attended my workshop. So as you can see, this is the certificate, and how this certificate is going to be created. It is going to be created with the help of the template that I've already created in my Google Slides. Okay, and as soon as a certificate is going to be created for the attendee, automatically a WhatsApp message should be forwarded towards that attendee with the attachment of the certificate link. So I'm going to open this link. As you can see, this is the certificate right over here. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, we have to click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. Then a new dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Send Workshop Certificates on WhatsApp using Google Sheets and Google Slides. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. On the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this arrow. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select Google Slides Automation as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After selecting the folder and giving a name to a workflow, we're going to click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Send Workshop Certificates on WhatsApp using Google Sheets and Google Slides, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these 2 concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens, and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step and multiple action steps. Firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our trigger step by clicking on this arrow, and with the trigger application, we are going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets, and my trigger event is going to be new or updated spreadsheet row. We are selecting our trigger application as Google Sheets and a trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, because I want that whenever I'm going to add the details of an attendee in my Google Sheets, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response, and that is why we have selected trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting trigger application and the event, Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we are going to connect Pabbly Connect with Google Sheets. For that, firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here, and we have to follow the steps given here below in order to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Firstly, I'm going to open the spreadsheet that I've created with the help of Google Sheets. As you can see, this is a spreadsheet in the name of Workshop Attendees Details, and as soon as I'm going to add the details in this spreadsheet, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. Firstly, we're going to set up our webhook. For that, we have to click on Extensions and on Add-ons, and then on Get Add-ons. A new window is going to appear on the search bar, which we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhook. So we're going to search for Pabbly and select it. Over here it says Pabbly Connect webhooks. We're going to open it. As you can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks. I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it so you can connect Pabbly Connect with Google Sheets. Okay, so I'm going to go back. As I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, I'm going to click on Extensions again. Over here it says Pabbly Connect webhooks. We're going to click on it, and then we're going to click on Initial Setup. Then a new dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a webhook URL in the trigger column. For the webhook URL, we're going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And then for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column under which if the data is added. So in this spreadsheet that I've created, you can see the trigger column is going to be column D, because in this column the final data is going to be added. For the trigger column over here, I'm going to write it as column D. Okay. So after selecting the trigger column and pasting the webhook URL, we're going to click on submit. As soon as you're going to click on submit, over here it says the setup is configured successfully. That means you successfully added the webhook. So I'm going to go back. So now the steps which I'm going to tell you are very important. So please do not forget to follow them. Okay. So firstly, you have to click on extensions again. After clicking on extensions, click on Pabbly Connect webhooks. After click on Pabbly Connect webhooks, you have to select send on event right over here. As over here it is saying working. As soon as the loading is completed, we have to click on extensions again and Pabbly Connect webhooks. You can see a tick mark is in front of send on event. It is very important to click on send on event so that whenever a new data is going to be added into the spreadsheet, automatically the data is going to be forwarded to Pabbly Connect. Okay, that is why it is very important to click on send on event. Okay, so after connecting the webhook with Google Sheets, I'm going to open the workflow that I've created, and over here you can see in the workflow it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a dummy data in the spreadsheet right over here, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the dummy data or not. For the name over here, I'm going to write it as demo user. Okay, then for the email over here, I'm going to write it as demoUser@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number, and then for the date of completion over here, I'm going to write in a dummy date. Okay, so this is the date of completion, that is 08/05/2024, 8th of May 2024. Okay, so as I've filled in all the details over here, it says save to drive. Now we're going to open our workflow that I have created with the help of Pabbly Connect, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of this data that we have entered in our Google Sheets or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow. I'm going to scroll down, and yes, as you can see right over here, response is captured in our Pabbly Connect. We're going to tally the response for the name as demo user, email as demoUser@pabblytunes.com, for the phone number, dummy mobile number, and date of completion as 08/05/2024. So this means that we successfully connected Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. For that, click on this arrow right over here, and as our objective is that as soon as we add the data of a new attendee in our Google Sheets, automatically a certificate of completion should be created for that same attendee with the help of the template that we have already created in our Google Slides. So as you can see, this is the template that I've created in my Google Slides for the certificate of completion. Over here you can see there are some values in front, and at the end of these values there are two curly brackets. So these are the variables right over here, and I want that in place of the variables, the details of the attendee from our Google Sheet should be entered. That is why I've added the variables in this certificate right over here. So with the help of this template, we are going to create a certificate for completion for the attendee. For that, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application, we are going to select it as Google Slides. So I'm going to select my action application as Google Slides. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as create presentation from template. After selecting this action application and the action event, we're going to click on connect in order to connect Google Slides with Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear on which you have to click on add new connection. But if you want, you can select the existing connection. After that, over here it says sign in with Google. We're going to click on it. A new window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a permission. I'm going to click on allow as a safe process, and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. As you can see that we successfully authorized Google Slides with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing Google Slides with Pabbly Connect, over here it is asking for us to select the template presentation from which template do we want to create the certificate of completion for the attendee. So I've created a template in the name of workshop certificate templates. For the template right over here, I'm going to select it as workshop certificate template. Okay. So as you can see, I've successfully selected the template presentation from which I want to create the certificate of completion for all my attendees. Next over here, it is asking for the new presentation for the name of the new certificate that is going to be created with the help of this template. I want the name of my certificate to be workshop certificate dash. After dash, what I want is the name of my attendee whose details I've added in my Google Sheets. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how we're going to map the data? For that, click on this arrow right over here. Over here it says Google Sheets new or updated spreadsheet row. As soon as you're going to click on the arrow, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As you want the data for the name of our attendee whose details we've added in our Google Sheets, I'm going to map the data right over here. We have mapped the data right over here. What happens is the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over here in place of this mapped data is going to be updated. Next over here, it is asking for the presentation's location, the certificate's location in which which all the certificates that is going to be created is going to be saved. So in my Google Drive, I have created a folder in the name of workshop certificates. I want that whenever a new certificate is created with the help of the template, automatically all the certificates should be saved in this folder right over here. So for the certificates location, I'm going to select it as workshop certificates right over here. Next over here, it is asking for the name and the date. So as I've already told you that I have created variables in this template right over here, and these are the same variables that I've created in my template, that is name and the date. We are going to map the data for all these fields. We are going to map the data for the name first. Next, it is asking for the name again. We're going to map the data. I'm going to select. And lastly, it is asking for the date of completion. I'm going to map the data of the date right over here. So as I've filled in all the details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. As soon as I'm going to click on save and send test request, a response is going to be received, and the response that we have received is a positive response, because for the presentation ID, we have received the ID right over here. So as we have received a presentation ID right over here, that means a certificate is created with the help of the template that we have created in our Google Slides. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Google Drive folder that I've created, and I'm going to check whether a new certificate is created with the help of the template for certificate of completion for the attendee whose details we have added in our Google Sheets or not. For that, I'm going to open my Google Drive folder. And yes, as you can see right over here, certificate is created. I'm going to open this certificate. You can see a certificate of completion is created for the name as workshop certificate for demo user right over here. And this is the certificate right over here, certificate of completion for demo user. As you can see over here, it says demo user, over here it says demo user, and this is the date right over here. So this means that we successfully created a certificate of the attendee whose details we have added in our Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. But as we have created the certificate right over here you can see in the top right corner it says private to only me. So this means that this certificate right over here is just private to only me. No one can have the access of this certificate other than me, but I want to share this certificate to all my attendees on their WhatsApp. So what we are going to do is we are going to make this certificate accessible to everyone, so that I can send this certificate to my attendee on their WhatsApp as a message. So what we are going to do is we're going to add another action step into our workflow. I'm going to add another action step by click on this plus button, and for the action application, I'm going to select over here as Google Drive. So I'm going to select my action application as Google Drive. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as share a file with anyone, okay? Because we want to make this certificate right over here accessible to everyone. That's why our action event is share a file with anyone. And then we're going to click on connect. In order to connect Google Drive with Pabbly Connect, a new window is going to appear, and I'm going to select the existing connection because I have the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. I'm going to click on save. As you can see that I've successfully authorized Google Drive with Pabbly Connect. After connecting over here, it is asking for the file ID. Which file do we want to make accessible to everyone? As I've already told in the previous step, we have received a presentation ID, that is the ID of this certificate that we have created right over here. So what we are going to do is, in place of this file ID, we're going to map the data of the ID that we have received in our previous step by opening this bracket right over here. This is the existing data. I'm going to erase this existing data from here, and I'm going to map the ID that we have received in our previous step right over here. We have mapped the ID right away so that whenever a new certificate is going to be created, automatically each certificate is going to be accessible to everyone because we have mapped the ID right away, okay? After mapping the ID, we're going to click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, a response is going to be received, and the response over here it says anyone with the link. That means anyone has the access of the file that has been uploaded in our Google Drive folder with the help of a link. So if I'm going to open my certificate again over here, now on the top right corner it is saying anyone with the link. Now anyone can have the access of the certificate right away with the help of the link. And in the response, we have received multiple links which we are going to use to send a message on WhatsApp to our attendee, and we're going to send the certificate in PDF format. So we're going to use this link right over here. You can see this is the link right over here, okay? So now what we want is we want to send a WhatsApp message to our attendee with the attachment of the link. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another action step, and for the action application, I'm going to select over here as WhatsApp. So I'm going to select my action application as WhatsApp Cloud API, because with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API, I will be sending WhatsApp message to all my attendees with the help of the template that I've already created in my WhatsApp Cloud API, okay? So for the action event, I'm going to select it as send template message because I have created a template with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API. As you can see right away, this is the template, and this template I want to send as a message to all my attendees whose details I'm going to add in my Google Sheets, okay? So what we have done is we have selected our action event as send template message. Then we're going to click on connect. In order to connect WhatsApp Cloud API with Pabbly Connect, then a new window is going to appear in front of you on which you have to to click on add new connection. As soon as you're going to click on add new connection, it is asking for multiple details in order to connect WhatsApp Cloud API with Pabbly Connect. How are you going to have the access of the detail? For that, click on learn more right over here. As soon as you're going to click on learn more, a new page is going to appear in front of you, on which over here, if you're going to scroll down, it says how to set up WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. If you're going to watch this tutorial right over here, you are going to learn how we are going to set up WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. So please do watch this tutorial right over here in order to learn how to do step by step and complete WhatsApp Cloud API setup in Pabbly Connect. Okay, and as I've already created the WhatsApp Cloud API setup inside Pabbly Connect, I'm going to open the API setup. As you can see, this is the API setup right over here. Okay, and Pabbly Connect is asking for the token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. And in this API setup, you can see it says token, phone number ID, and WhatsApp business account ID. So we're going to copy these details from here and paste it over here. Okay, firstly it is asking for the token, so I'm going to copy the token from here and I'm going to paste the token right over here. Next, it is asking for the phone number ID, so I'm going to copy the phone number ID from here and I'm going to paste the phone number ID right over here. Next, it is asking for the WhatsApp business account ID. I'm going to copy the WhatsApp business account ID from here and I'm going to paste the WhatsApp business account ID right over here. So after filling all the details, I'm going to click on save. As you can see that we successfully authorized WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. Okay, after authorizing, firstly it is asking for the template name. So I'm going to show you the template that I've created. So this is the template that I've created with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API in the name of workshop certificate. So this is the template that I want to send to my attendees as a WhatsApp message. Okay, and over here the template, you can see I have created some variables in this template as well. You can see this is the variable 1, variable 2 and the variable 3, and I want to put in some values in place of these variables. That is why I've added the variables right over here, and this is the template message that I've created with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API. So firstly it was asking for the template name. The template name is workshop certificate. So for the template name, I'm going to select it as workshop certificate. Next, over here it is asking for the language code and the selected template ID. As soon as you're going to select template name, automatically the language code and the selected template ID is going to appear in front of you. Okay, after that it is asking for the recipient mobile number, on which mobile number do we want to send a WhatsApp message to. As in the Google Sheets, we have added the phone number of our attendee. What we are going to do is, in place of this recipient mobile number, we are going to map the data of the phone number that we have added in our Google Sheets of our attendee. So that is why I've mapped the data right over here. Okay, next over here it is asking for the body field 1, body field 2 and body field. So these are the same variables that I've created in my template right over here. Okay, so as on the first field it is asking for the name, so I'm going to map the data of the name of my attendee whose details I've added in my Google Sheets. Next, it is asking for the date of completion. I'm going to map the data of the date of completion. And lastly, it is asking for the link, that is going to be certificate link that we want to send to our attendee. And as I've already told you, we have received a link in our previous response in PDF format. So this is the link that we're going to share to our attendee, okay, that we have received in our previous response of Google Drive, share a file with anyone. I've mapped the data right over here. But before clicking on save and send test request, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this recipient mobile number. As you can see, there is a dummy mobile number right over here. So WhatsApp message cannot be forwarded to this dummy mobile number. So I'm going to change this recipient mobile number to my mobile number, so that a WhatsApp message is going to be received on my number. Okay, so I'm going to change the recipient mobile number to my number. So as I've successfully changed the dummy mobile number, recipient mobile number to my mobile number, after that I'm going to click on save and send test request. As soon as you're going to do that, a response is going to be received for the message status over it says accepted. That means a WhatsApp message is forwarded on my number. So I'm going to open my WhatsApp account and I'm going to check whether I have received a new message on my WhatsApp account or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp account. And yes, as you can see right over here, a new message is forwarded on my WhatsApp number, which says workshop certificate of participation for demo user right over here. It has the details, the date is right over here, the name is demo user, and this is a certificate link. I'm going to open this certificate right over here by click on this link. As soon as you're going to click on a link, a new file is downloaded in our system. We're going to open this document right over here, and this document is in a PDF format. As you can see, it says .pdf right over here in the name of workshop certificate for demo user. So this is a certificate for demo user, as you can see right over here, that we have created with the help of Google Slides, and we have forwarded the certificate as a message on WhatsApp to our attendee whose details we have added in our Google Sheets. Okay, so this means that we successfully created an automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. But now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the details of a new attendee in my Google Sheets, and I'm going to check whether a new WhatsApp message is received on my number with the attachment of the certificate link of that same attendee or not. For that, I'm going to open my Google Sheets that I've created. You can see this is a spreadsheet that I've created. It is asking for the name, email, phone number and the date of completion. So I'm going to fill in all the details. As you can see that I've added new details in my spreadsheet for the name as test account, email as testaccount@pabblytunes.com, and for phone number, dummy mobile number, and for the date of completion as 09/05/2024. So this means that I've added new data in my spreadsheet. Now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'm going to check whether I have received a new certificate for test account, because in place of recipient mobile number I've added my mobile number. So I'm going to receive a WhatsApp message on my number with the link of the certificate for test account. So I'm going to open my WhatsApp, and yes, as you can see right over here, a new message is received on my WhatsApp. For the name over here, it says test account. For it says over here workshop certificate of participation. For the date as 09/05/2024, and I have the certificate link right over here. I'm going to open this link. As you can see, a new document is downloaded. I'm going to open this document right over here. Over here, the file is in PDF format in the name of workshop certificate test account. And you can see a certificate of completion is created for test account right away for the date of 09/05/2024. So this means that we successfully created an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I'm a business owner, okay? And I run workshop programs in my company. So my objective is that as soon as I'm going to add the new details of attendee who had attended my workshop in my Google Sheets, automatically with the help of the details, a certificate of completion should be created for the same attendee with the help of Google Slides, as we've already created a template of certificate with the help of Google Slides. And when a new certificate is going to be created for the attendee, we are going to receive a PDF file link with the help of Google Drive, which is going to help us to send a WhatsApp message to all our attendees whose details we've added in our Google Sheets with the attachment of that PDF file. So this is how we create an automation for this use case right over here between all of these applications. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.